Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting a simple project here on the F350. I'm going to swap this bumper out. It's kind of like the older style ranch hand bumper. It does look good, but the one thing about this truck is it's a cab and chassis pickup, so it's not really meant for a standard rear bumper and nor a standard 8-foot bed. So I want to make something more practical for this application. So I'm going to get that. Start by tearing that off, and then I can work on mocking up what I think would look good. And I do have some 3x3 square tube. So I'm going to remove this bumper, and with that, the brackets and all that will stay on that bumper. You know, we'll toss that to the side, maybe sell it, but then we can build off what structure we have. And like I said, this is a cab and chassis, so it has the stock tail structure there built into the frame. So, you know, we'll end up utilizing that like it's supposed to be used. And then the new bumper will sit up higher, and we'll get it tucked into the bed real nice. Maybe some spots for D-rings. And yeah, I think it'll look good. Going for like a standard, you know, just nice rigid bumper that you can stand on. Maybe put a step or two on it to help you climb up, and some non-slip tread on the top. Something that looks good, fits the rest of the truck, and is functional. So that's what we're going for. I'll get after it. Okay, it is a new day in the shop. It's a little warmer. I'm glad it's warmer. We're going to start mocking up the bumper. Basically, I'm gonna figure out how long I need the bumper to be, cut it off, and then we'll make some brackets just to go straight to the frame, weld it all together. And also we have some caps we'll have to put on the end. And I may do some D-ring mounts as well, but haven't decided on that. So, and also I have to do a caliper rebuild, so I'll probably throw that in this video too for anyone who's never done that. I have done it before, not on a Dana 60, so this will be a nice experience for me, and hopefully you guys learned something on that too. But for now, we will get after the bumper. Okay, so what I decided is I already have the 7-foot section, and 7 feet on the back of the truck is basically, you know, about 4 inches overhang, which overall is good, and it'll prevent this backing in to stuff to hopefully prevent that from happening some more. So yeah, we'll leave a little overhang on each side. So I just got to make the actual brackets, which I'll cut this 1/4-inch angle iron out here. We'll cut them evenly, bolt them on, hold the bumper up, weld it, and then we'll just make some caps, and should be good. Shouldn't take us too long. so now that I've drilled extra holes in that one because I drilled the originals in the wrong spot, I've got both mounted, so I basically am just going to square them up with the bed, square them up with the ground, make sure everything's level. And then we can hoist the main bumper tube up, and we'll get it all tack welded up on there. I'll probably make the ends. Yeah, I'll probably make the ends with the bumper on there too, tack those on, and then pull everything off and fully weld it. So yeah, making good progress. I think it's gonna look pretty good. So we've got both brackets welded. I went ahead and ran 2 beads because this welder is only rated to 1/4. So, you know, it will do the job turned all the way up, and it does seem to make a nice pool. It doesn't stack too high. So I think it is just fine as it is, but I went ahead and ran a secondary weld on this thicker steel here, just to make sure everything's tied together. But yeah, now that all that's welded, we can go ahead and get it thrown back up on the truck, bolted, and we can make the end caps. Okay, so we're going to skip the end caps of the bumper because I have to go get more cutting wheels. I'm not going to do that tonight, but I do want to move on to the caliper, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the front wheel off. We'll pull the caliper off, obviously clamp the hose so we don't lose fluid, then we can start rebuilding it. I'm also gonna have to clean my tools up because it's a mess, but we'll get after it. So you can see on here basically the corrosion and wear line on this piston. So I'm assuming it was getting pushed out past this line and then it wouldn't, you know, it wasn't able to return back on this side. I kind of worry about that, being that, you know, I would have to sand this smooth, but the problem is it feels and looks pitted versus being built up. So I don't want it to end up leaking past the seal and then just leaking out the boot. So I'll either have to get new pistons or a new caliper. And I think the cheapest option is just to replace the caliper at this point. Yeah, you can see here where it's really heavy. You know, it doesn't just scratch off my fingernail, so we would have to replace both pistons and seals. I think we'll just end up swapping the caliper to a new, and that will, you know, that will bypass all issues we could potentially have by attempting to reuse these, or even reuse the old caliper body. So that's the route we're gonna go. I don't know what you guys use to bleed your brakes, but this just manual vacuum bleeder, it really gets the job done. I think I got this at AutoZone and it wasn't very expensive. Comes with plenty of extra hose and different fittings. I've used it for probably 3-4 years now. Haven't had any issues with it. I've used it on all different kinds of vehicles. It works really well. So highly recommend. So since the caliper's on, got our new hose. I've gravity bled it. I'm just going to use this to finish pulling out some leftover fluid. And yeah, we'll be back on the road. So I went and picked up some cutting wheels when I picked up the caliper. So we're gonna go ahead and make the end caps. Shouldn't take me too long, I don't think. We'll just, you know, we'll probably sacrifice some more of that engine stand that I've been using. Make a couple caps, weld them in. I think I'm gonna make I'm gonna grind them pretty smooth, so it might take me a little time to shape it, but other than that, I think should go pretty good. So I'll get after it. That'll probably be it for today's video. We have quite a few things on the list for upcoming weeks now that I'm back in the shop, back from vacation. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this. If you have any recommendations for anything that you see in my videos, please leave me a comment. I greatly appreciate all that stuff. So yeah, until next time, we'll see you on the next one.